Handling disrespect is one of life's most draining challenges. Whether it's a colleague, an old friend, or even family, the sting of disrespect can shake your confidence and make you question your worth. We've all been there, feeling small, dismissed, and maybe even powerless. But here's the truth: you don't have to tolerate disrespect from anyone. It's time to reclaim your power, draw boundaries, and prioritize yourself. In this guide, I'll share 8 no-nonsense strategies to help you stand up to those who don't respect you. These aren't feel-good tips, they're grounded in real experiences and timeless wisdom. If you've been struggling to earn respect or feeling undermined, read on, because by the end, you'll have a clear path to regaining control and asserting the respect you deserve. 1. Set clear boundaries. The first step in handling disrespect is setting firm boundaries. It's easy to assume people will understand our limits, but if you don't clearly communicate them, people will often push them. Early in life, I believed that being accommodating and nice would earn me respect. I thought that people would naturally be kind in return if I was. It didn't work that way. It wasn't until I firmly stated my boundaries that I saw any change. Whether you're dealing with a boss who oversteps or a friend who makes hurtful comments, it's essential to let them know where your line is drawn. Respect doesn't come from silence or passive gestures. It comes from standing up for yourself with calm confidence. Tell people directly what's acceptable. For example, if someone constantly interrupts you, politely but firmly say, "I'd appreciate being allowed to finish my point." This might feel uncomfortable at first, but remember that the respect earned through boundaries lasts far longer than the discomfort of setting them. 2. Avoid power struggles. Here's a hard truth: disrespectful people often enjoy power games. Their goal is to provoke, to make you react emotionally, and to pull you into a struggle where they have the upper hand. When you react with anger or defensiveness, you're giving them exactly what they want. Instead, stay calm, composed, and don't give them control over your emotions. This is not about letting them get away with mistreatment, but about maintaining control over your responses. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Make this your mantra. Focus on managing your reactions, not controlling theirs. The next time someone disrespects you, try to disengage rather than argue. Respond calmly and logically, and if necessary, walk away. This preserves your dignity while showing that their attempts to undermine you won't work. 3. Limit your exposure. Sometimes you can't avoid certain people who disrespect you, be it colleagues, family members, or acquaintances, but you can limit how much space they take up in your life. I used to believe I had to endure disrespect because I couldn't fully avoid specific people, but you don't have to tolerate them fully. Minimize your interactions to what's essential, especially in professional or social settings where avoidance isn't an option. The less time you spend with disrespectful people, the less impact they have on your peace and energy. If it's a friend or family member, avoid unnecessary conversations or shared activities. You don't need to announce your boundaries, just quietly distance yourself. Remember, the more you limit exposure, the less power these people have to affect you. Prioritize your mental well-being above all else. 4. Respond with silence. Sometimes the most powerful response to disrespect is silence. Not every comment deserves a reply, and not every rude gesture warrants your attention. Disrespectful people often seek a reaction. They want to make you lose your cool or get into a confrontation. When you choose silence, you deny them that satisfaction. This doesn't mean passively accepting mistreatment. It means deciding what's worthy of your energy. Silence shows that you're above petty arguments and petty behavior. The next time someone disrespects you, pause, take a breath, and let the silence linger. This approach can be surprisingly unsettling for those who expect a reaction, and it also gives you a moment to collect yourself. By not engaging immediately, you reclaim your control over the situation and make them sit with the weight of their words without the gratification of a heated response. 5. Set clear boundaries, again and repeat if needed. If someone disrespects you repeatedly, reinforce your boundaries. Sometimes, disrespect happens simply because people don't know where your boundaries lie, or they assume you won't stand up for yourself. Setting boundaries isn't confrontational, it's an act of self-respect. I used to avoid setting boundaries for fear of appearing rude, but boundaries are essential. They communicate what's acceptable and ensure others treat you respectfully. A simple, direct statement like "I don't appreciate being spoken to that way" or "Please let me finish when I'm talking" can go a long way. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but once you set these limits, you'll notice a change. People will either start respecting you, or they'll naturally distance themselves because they're uncomfortable with accountability. In either case, you're left with more respect and peace. 6. Don't take it personally. When others disrespect you, it can feel deeply personal, as though it reflects your worth. But here's a harsh truth. Their disrespect is often more about them than it is about you. Disrespect usually reflects their insecurities, frustrations, or personal baggage. Once you understand this, you can release some of the hurt or anger you might feel. Early on, I would overanalyze every slight, wondering if I had done something wrong. But as soon as I stopped internalizing their behavior, I realized that their actions spoke more about their issues than about my value. Remind yourself that their actions are a reflection of their character, not your worth. By not taking disrespect personally, you maintain control over your emotions and prevent their negativity from affecting your peace. 7. Walk away when necessary. Sometimes the most powerful response to disrespect is simply walking away. If left unchecked, disrespect can wear down your self-esteem and create a toxic environment that chips away at your confidence and well-being. Walking away isn't about giving up. It's about declaring your worth and refusing to tolerate mistreatment. I once thought that walking away would mean losing or letting the other person win. But I learned that it's not about winning or losing. It's about choosing yourself over staying in a negative space. When you walk away, you're signaling that you value your peace over pointless conflicts. This might mean physically leaving a room during an argument, stepping out of a conversation, or even ending a relationship that has repeatedly crossed the line. Walking away frees you from situations that harm your mental health and ensures that only those who respect you have a place in your life. It's a powerful act of self-preservation. Surround yourself with supportive people. Dealing with disrespect can be exhausting, especially when you're facing it alone. Constantly defending yourself can make you feel isolated and emotionally drained. That's why it's vital to surround yourself with people who uplift and respect you. A supportive network serves as a buffer against negativity and reminds you of your worth. During times when I felt disrespected or undervalued, my friends and family were my lifeline. They offered validation, encouragement, and love when I was too tired to stand up for myself. Having people in your corner reminds you that you deserve better. When you build a circle of supportive individuals, you also strengthen your confidence, which helps you face disrespect head-on. These friends can listen, validate, and offer perspective, allowing you to focus on growth rather than the negativity others may project onto you. Their encouragement helps you to see your self-worth clearly and to reject disrespect more easily. Reclaiming your power. Learning to handle disrespect is a process that ultimately reinforces your self-worth. Remember, how people treat you says far more about them than it does about you, but your reaction speaks volumes about the respect you have for yourself. Whether you choose to set boundaries, respond with silence, walk away, or surround yourself with supportive people, know that the power is in your hands. You don't need to tolerate behavior that diminishes your value. This journey is about understanding that you deserve kindness, respect, and decency. And if someone can't offer that, it's not only your right, but also your responsibility to prioritize your peace. Surround yourself wisely. Think of the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Surrounding yourself with those who lift you up makes it easier to stand firm against those who don't. If you're consistently around people who support, respect, and encourage you, recognizing and rejecting disrespect becomes more natural. You develop a stronger sense of self, making it clearer when to enforce boundaries and remove yourself from toxic situations. Disrespect may come your way, but when you have the right tools and support, it doesn't have to shake you. Each of these steps builds upon the last, empowering you to respond with resilience, self-respect, and strength. Start by setting boundaries, practice detachment, limit your exposure to negative people, and surround yourself with positive influences. In doing so, you create a life where you're respected, valued, and at peace with yourself. As you reflect on these strategies, keep this in mind: you are worthy of respect, and no one has the right to make you feel small. Whether you choose to disengage, assert boundaries, or remove yourself from toxic situations, you're in control of your environment and responses. Disrespect is not something you have to accept, and with these tools, you'll be equipped to handle any situation with grace, confidence, and dignity. So, as you go forward, know that you're not alone. Share these insights, build a community of respect and support, and help others find their strength too. Remember, true respect begins within. Stand tall, protect your peace, and choose to surround yourself with those who uplift, support, and respect you.